The Sports Trust Road Racing Series, the Piketberg Elevation Challenge road race, was recently held on Sunday the 13th of October 2019. The race has now been given a top rating as a cycling event with a fast pace and a high level of competitive racing. Over 300 cyclists, including 3 pro teams, development cyclists, Western Province category cyclists and international cyclists battled it out all the way to the finishing line.
I have to say the impact is phenomenal. There's been more awareness to the community, involvement is there, and we can look at the numbers of cyclists as well to see that is evident that more people are actually interested in the event. I would also say for community side as well, more people were actively involved in the planning of this event as well, by giving out more information to their community members, by spreading the word, by having more people come here and see what it's all about. So we can actually see growth, especially from the municipality side, to see that people are actually really involved in this, and they're very excited to have it happening right here in our community.
Nowhere else in the Western Cape do we have an event of this nature, so which makes it quite different to any other event that is being hosted. Western Province hosts an array of events, and the Elevation Challenge is what we called it this year. We started off as a community challenge. It's still community based, but with the Elevation Challenge attached to it. So 7 kilometers of climbing.
Today was the second year of the partnership with Bergrivier Municipality in the Piketberg Elevation Challenge. What an amazing race it turned out to be. In perfect weather conditions, if you can call 32 degrees perfect weather conditions, but there was absolutely no wind to talk of, and the conditions were absolutely perfect for racing today. We saw a massive field of Cat 1s. There were a couple of pro teams there, as well as the international UCI team were there as well as Cat 2, Cat 3, and believe it or not, in the Cat 3, the first 3 places went to ladies. So ladies rule the roost again at the event this year.
The event had an 8-kilometer mountain climb to the top of Versveld Pass in the final stretch of the 103-kilometer race. Amongst the competitors were the Union Cycliste International squad from various countries in Africa, and a paracycling race was introduced for the first time this year.
Previous years we did not have paracycling involved. This year we incorporated paracycling. Unfortunately we did not have much participation, but like in previous years we started off small and we can only grow from there. So next year it will again be there, because we believe that can only grow. You start with a solid foundation and you end up strong, which this event has proved to be with all the partners involved. It's not part of Western Province's league, it's a standalone event, but the numbers that we show today of in excess of 250 riders, which for an area of this nature, people coming for as far as Cape Town, the Winelands, was awesome. Just seeing the drive behind the people and actually coming up and wanting to take on the challenge.
It was such a learning curve for us. I think the guys now need to really look at proper climbing regimes when it comes to this particular race. We know what the standard is. Last year we didn't have a Cat 3 elevation challenge. This year it's been brought into the race itself. So for a lot of our newer guys, we now need to look at much more climbing, putting a proper sufferfest, climbing those mountains, putting in average of about 2,000 meters worth of climbing, just to be able to be prepared for a challenge like this.
The development cycling program has been at Stainsville High School here in Piketberg for the last 7 or 8 years, and has produced great results here as well. And the reason that we're having the community cycle race in Piketberg at the moment is to engage with the community. A community like this is lacking, sorely lacking in extra elements of activities, as well as participation. And we know in all these communities there is an element of gangsterism, drugs, teenage pregnancy, and so whatever intervention we can put in to assist with these ills that we're encountering today in the communities, the Sports Trust certainly will do. And so today's cycle race was really about the community.
We can only host events of these natures by participation. And participation at the end of the day, you need participants. Okay? And these participants came from all over, different clubs, different racing teams, different pro teams, and the support of the different regions, West Coast, Winelands, Western Province. That's what makes an event a success. So we can have as many events as we want to, but without the participation and support of our riders, it can't happen.
This race is co-sanctioned by the Western Province Cycling Association and Cycling South Africa. It was hosted by Bergrivier Municipality in partnership with Steynville Senior Secondary School and supported by the Sports Trust and Nedbank. Over the past 4 years, the race has grown from a local community cycling event into a major draw card on the Western Cape road racing calendar. The participation of the local community was crucial to the overall success of the event, as they were utilized as marshals, water point assistants, and participated in activities on the field. The community members were also given potatoes that were donated by Stephen and Sons.
On behalf of Western Province Cycling, big thank you to all involved for organizing the last race on our winter league calendar. On behalf of the Bergrivier Municipality, well done. The local community that comes out gives us not only the support, they stand in as marshals, help us along the way and cheer us along the way. Well done to everybody there. And then as far as Mike Tippett and his crew is concerned, well done, race well organized. Our sister club, Giants, Sharif Peters and his crew, well done on that side too. And to all our sponsors, I mean, we're talking about the guys from Nedbank that's been with us for so many years, the Scooter that came on board recently. We're talking about Ocean Basket, may it be a long relationship that we have with you guys going forward. The likes of Spa, Boerland, the Super Spa, as the ladies up there reminded me, well done. And the amount of cheering that the ladies put up in there and supported the guys on the final ascent, well done to everybody involved, all our sponsors.
At the top of the pass, Spa Boerland had the most amazing water point there as well. And I think the cyclists, when they got to the top, were really, really appreciative of the refreshments that were handed out there as well. And without partners like that coming on board, this event certainly would not take place. Our Piketberg were partners in terms of vehicle support on the route, which made a tremendous difference and help along the way as well. And then of course we had Ocean Basket, who supported us in terms of giveaways, vouchers for lucky draws, meals at their restaurants. And we know that Ocean Basket make the best seafood meals in South Africa at the moment. So to those partners, thank you so much. And then of course there's Cycling South Africa, there's Western Province Cycling, there is Cape Town Giants, that all go towards making this event a success. You know, these folk give up their time on a Sunday to come up here, leave their families at home and really just help make an event like today such a success. So after the results of today, I look forward to 2020, and I think 2020 is going to see a major boost from this year's event going forward.
So where to next, and where do we see this event going for next year now? I think definitely it's growing. One view or one wish that I could say that from the municipality side that we'd love to implement more is getting community more involved here. I think people need to know that even if they don't cycle, they can come through. This is an inspiring event so kids can actually see what they're capable of doing. Most of these cyclists also started somewhere. So from my office side, as a head of sports development, this actually encourages me to now work harder to get people out here, to get cyclists out here. This event is coming to the community, so it's very important the community takes part of it. They should feel that this event belongs to them. So for next year, work starts already from tomorrow. Planning for next year, we want to make it bigger. The potential is there, we've seen it, and now it's just getting more people involved. And like I said, we need to encourage more people that to make this more of a community event, not only looking at cycling itself, but also by encouraging local businesses to come through, sell some few stuff. Let's bring back into the community. And it's possible because we saw this year that we actually had some few stalls where people came through and had a business. And you know, it's very encouraging for the municipality, because as Bergrivier municipality, we encourage working towards the success of our community. And that is exactly what today was all about.
This year, for the first time, cash prizes were awarded and sponsored by Western Province Cycling. the Sports Trust and myriad events. Winners of Category 1 and third place, Reynard Marais of Alpha Bodyworks team. Second place went to Carl Bontes from Pro Kinetic team and was also the Sprint King. And taking the overall honours was Javier Carrier of Alpha Bodyworks team. The Sports Trust, together with its donors and sponsors, are committed to bringing about transformation in sport and providing sustainable opportunities through sport development in the communities and schools in which they work by enhancing education through sport. The Sports Trust Golf Challenge takes place the day after the Nedbank Golf Challenge and provides amateur golfers with a unique opportunity to play like the pros, the way the course was set up on the last day of the Nedbank Golf Challenge. To book your 4-ball, contact the Sports Trust. Limited 4 balls available. On Sunday the 10th of November 2019, all cyclists are invited to ride to Human Rights Building, 28 Sir Lowry Road, Woodstock. Breakfast will be served between 8:30 and 12 p.m. Entries will be available as well as an opportunity to interact with the organisers of the upcoming Human Rights Cycle Tour. The 75-kilometre event will be held on the 27th of March 2020 and will be the first of its kind in the world. Don't miss this opportunity. For bookings, contact our office on 011-802-1818 or email us at marketing@sportstrust.co.za for further information, or visit our website www.thesportstrust.co.za.